Here we go, we're on. I'm going to wait for a few people to join us there. Actually, I'm going to invite a few people. Please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I just invited you, Dan, and you're already here.
There, now you won't have to go look for it.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I'm going to wait for a few people to join us there. Actually, I'm going to invite a few people. Please bear with me.
All right. Dan Unruh's watching. That's pretty good, Dan. You're watching live, and you're watching live.
Yeah, really live.
Good evening, Patriots. Dan Dubois, National President, Canadian Combat Coalition, and we're also known as C3. So this evening, we're going to show you all our new swag, all our new C3 wear. But before I do that, I'm going to have a short rant, and Ron Banerji is going to call in too. He's got something to say. Very touchy subject, I'm warning you. So, yeah, I saw a video the other day where Trudeau's on one side of the street and a journalist is on the other side of the street. And she's, oh, hi, Justin, or Prime Minister. And she's going to interview him. And Justin starts walking across the street. And she says, Justin, or Prime Minister, you're jaywalking. And he says, oh, I'm from Montreal, the arrogant prick. I'm from Montreal, and if I don't jaywalk, people think there's something wrong with me. She goes, well, you're making the RCMP there break the law too and jaywalk. Well, they got to follow me. Where I go, they go. So my point to this is that Justin's above the law, right?
Right.
We know that Justin is above the law. And he proves it daily. So a precedent has been set because your Prime Minister is supposed to lead the citizens by example.
Want to go outside?
So
Go outside.
from what I can tell, I guess jaywalking is now legal in Canada. I am going to jaywalk every opportunity I get, and I dare a police officer to actually charge me for it. And people say, oh, well, the RCMP can stop traffic to let the Prime Minister cross. He crossed first. The RCMP didn't stop the traffic. Justin took it upon himself, because he's better than everybody, to just walk across the street jaywalking. And, his response was very arrogant. So, in my opinion, jaywalking is now legal in Canada. If our Prime Minister can do it, we should be able to do it. So, if you're charged with jaywalking, remember this, that, hey, our Prime Minister does it. So if he can, we can. So, I had to write this down. So far, Trudeau's most noticeable aspect is that he's an expert at defying logic. That's what I find. Like, this guy defies logic at every turn. If it's a logical thing, he's going to screw it up. It is what it is. Today, another thing, I saw a store with a sign that says, right on the front door, it says, remove all face coverings. So when I walked in, the owner's a Chinaman, Chinese guy, nice guy. Been there before. I asked him, I said, hey, I noticed you got a sign on the front door says, all face coverings must be removed. I said, so what if a Muslim lady shows up, with the full burqa and stuff? I says, what are you going to do? I tell her to take it off. And he goes, if they don't want to, he says they leave. So that's what's going to start happening around. Even an immigrant, a Chinaman, will not honor the full face burqa in his store. It's a security risk. It is what it is. We're up to speed here in Canada. The evolution hit us hard. America is up to speed. We don't mistreat our women. There's laws against that. We don't mistreat animals. There's laws against that. We're probably one of the most civilized countries or continent on earth. It is what it is, Rude Jude. I don't know if anybody listened to XM radio on the channel 45. It's called Shade 45. And it's the XM Sirius radio channel I was listening to. Rude Jude is a mainstream guy. He's a DJ for Shade 45. Many people know him. Today, I couldn't believe it, but he came right out and said it. He says, I don't know what's going on in this country, but things are getting really bad.
Is that Banerji?
Yeah, probably. Just answer it and tell him, hang on 2 seconds, I'll finish. So, you know, he says, if anything, you know, that we're bending over backwards for immigrants, that he feels that the Muslims are demanding way too much for people that are just coming to our country. And he even said it himself. He says, it seems like they're trying to bring their way of life in this country. And he says, if they did that, why did they leave their country to begin with? So it was interesting to hear a guy like Rude Jude, a mainstream guy, actually make this comment. Okay. Hello. Okay, hang on. We got to figure out how to put the volume up on this thing here. Okay, hang on. Speaker. Try that.
Yeah.
Oh, much better. Okay, so that's about all I wanted to talk about was Jude and stuff. And now, and I'm telling you, this is a very sensitive subject. And we're going to address it because it needs to be addressed. It is what it is. As sensitive as the issue may be, we're going to address it. And you know what? Ron Banerji of Rise Canada is who just called in. He's on speakerphone. He can't join me on video. But Ron is going to start... Poor Dan Unruh is dying over there. Light another smoke, Dan. So Ron Banerji is going to actually start the conversation. I'm going to put the phone up to my phone so that you can hear what Ron Banerji has to say, and then I'll put in my 2 cents. So go ahead, Ron. I'm giving you the floor.
All right. Yeah, a very serious situation is taking place in Canada right now with the arrest of the woman from the CFO of Huawei, which is a Chinese telecommunications company. The situation has deteriorated to such an extent that China is now threatening Canada, and in fact, over there they arrested one of our diplomats. Basically, it seems for no reason, trumped up charges as retaliation, right? So, one of the things that really disturbed me was that news reports and videos showed that a lot of Chinese Canadians, who are in fact Canadian citizens, are in fact protesting, but they're protesting against Canada and taking the side of communist China, which is basically a dictatorship which violates human rights, does a lot of cyber spying, is basically an enemy of the West in many ways. They oppress the Falun Gong, they oppress the Tibetan Buddhists. They don't share our values at all. And it really disturbed me to see these Chinese Canadians who are, basically on the wrong side. So I made some inquiries within the community with some good Chinese people, Chinese Canadians that I know, and the couple of people that I spoke to agreed with me 100%, but they were pretty clear that on their WeChat forums and in their discussions with other Chinese patriots who come out to a lot of our rallies, that a lot of them are really blaming Canada and are basically taking the side of China. So I want to know what you think of that, first of all, Dan, and then I can throw in my opinion, perhaps.
Well, I'll say this, as risque as it may be, I believe that if you left China, it's because you didn't like what was going on in China and you liked what was going on in Canada, so that's why you moved here. So I believe that once you become a Canadian citizen, your allegiance, your love, and your trust should be in Canada. That's why you moved here. So if you're protesting against Canada and you live in this country, hey, you guys, hey,
Well, that just
hey, we got dogs here. Okay, but if you're protesting against Canada, and I'm going to say it, I don't care what people think. If you're in Canada and you're calling yourself a Canadian citizen, but you're supporting a communist country, and I don't care if it's your motherland. If you're supporting a communist country, a country where human rights are virtually nil, there's sweatshops over there. Kids are forced to work. People are forced to work. Their industries are basically slave-driven. So I don't understand why, if you're living in Canada, okay, they got to go outside, man. You guys got to quiet down. Okay.
you want outside?
Now, I don't understand why, if you're living in Canada and you left that country, and again, I'll say it, I would believe that you left that country because you didn't support it any longer. So, why would you try to, demonstrate against Canada? This is where you live. And you know what? I'll say it. If you're Chinese and you live in Canada, but your love and your affection and your allegiance is still to China, well, you should go back to China. And all those people that are rallying and opposing Canada, I would put them all on a plane and I would fly them back to China and I'd say, that's it, get out of our country. You've just proven that you're basically a traitor and that you don't have allegiance to this country that you chose to move to, that we accepted you to come in. So, it's like they say, when in China. Well, you're in Canada. So I honestly believe that you should be supporting Canada. And let's face it, these charges on the Canadian diplomat in China are trumped up. This is nothing but retaliation and revenge. Listen, this woman got charged because many countries in the world were after her. She's been going around the planet and actually making deals with countries that other countries don't support and there are sanctions against. She was caught with 7 different passports. So clearly she broke the law. Now, if she broke the law, she's got to pay the piper. Now, China has actually just picked a Canadian diplomat, and as far as I'm concerned, that's illegal what they're doing to him, holding him there, basically as ransom to get, they want a criminal released. So basically they're saying, we're going to break the law and hold an innocent man so that you can release our criminal. If you support this, you got issues. And if you support this and you're Chinese, get the hell out of Canada.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I got to say. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what's really bad is not that they're demonstrating or anything, but the feedback I'm getting is that some of the Patriots, some of the people that come out to support our rallies are taking a similar position. So that's even more hypocritical, because you cannot go out and you cannot jump up and down and scream Canada first, and then turn around and take China's side. You got to speak up. Canada is under threat right now. The bellicose threats that are coming from China towards Canada are absolutely outrageous. You better release her. You better release her, or else. It's absolutely outrageous. And I think a couple of things are, look, our values in Canada as a democracy is that if you're Canadian, you're Canadian. We treat people well, regardless of your background, regardless of where you're coming from. We do not attack people based upon where they're from, but we expect the same courtesy back from people, right? That even if your ancestry happens to be from another country, if there's a conflict between that country and Canada, especially if it's a major conflict between a dictatorship and Canada, it's not just like a trade dispute, a minor trade dispute between two fellow democracies, America versus Canada, arguing about the free trade agreement. This is a major thing. This is something completely different, you have to be on the side of Canada. And one of the things that I think I'm going to do is in some of the rallies coming up, the Yellow Jackets rally coming up, I think I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to mention this conflict with China and how we have to stand up for Canada in this conflict because we are under threat, and maybe you can do so at your rally as well.
Yep.
And not only that, I've been contacted by a few patriots who are saying that this is so outrageous that we should, in fact, go or maybe organize something here in Toronto. They have a Chinese consulate, that we should even do a picket or a protest because there are people within our own country that are protesting against us, and that's outrageous. It requires a response, and I would invite my Chinese Canadian brothers and sisters to join me. I hope they will come out in such a protest, and add their voice.
And I just want to iterate while I'm thinking about it. This is not a racial thing, again, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
I know that the left love to point the finger at us and call us all kinds of bigots and Nazis, what have you. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? For those of you that don't know, Ron Banerji is Hindu. Okay?
Yep.
And so, this is not a white guy that's of this opinion. He's a Hindu. And Ron... I know Ron very well. Ron and I are very good friends. I've known Ron for a couple years now. And, this is not a racial thing. So if that's what you're thinking, how dare you? And that's why I want to dot that I and cross that T. This has nothing to do with race. This has to do with laws, legalities, and what's right and what's wrong. And supporting what's right.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I've been very vocal on for years is there are illegal refugees, some that are coming in who are claiming refugee status in Canada, but they're actually economic migrants. There are some of them that are even coming from where my parents came from the country in general, from India. There are a lot of Sikhs that are claiming that they got some kind of religious oppression in India, and they're coming and they're trying to get refugee status. And I have been very vocal in standing up against them. Everybody who knows me knows that. And despite the fact that these people are from, I guess, the country that my parents came from, that makes no difference. Really, we got to be patriotic, and it's Canada first and Canadian first. And
that's right. This is where we live. This is home. Yep. Why would you not defend your home? I mean, okay, I was born and raised in Canada, but fact is, I'm a Viking. We come from Norway. My ancestries, went back at the Marcotte side. That's my mom's side. We were immigrants too at one time. This is home now. If you chose to move here, this is home. You got to defend your home. You cannot be standing at home defending the enemy. And China, I don't care, most Chinese people that I know tell me straight out, I left China because of the communism aspect. They didn't like it. And I'll tell you, I have Chinese friends, Sunny, Sunshine Lingeo, she's a great patriot, great Canadian. They supported us. She come from all the way out from out west to come to our rally last summer. Right. And a big showing of Chinese people showed up. It was a very multicultural rally. And again, we were called bigots and racist. It's so stupid. You can, I laugh at the left because they literally have no argument. But, so we have to ask the patriotic Chinese people living in Canada that enjoy our way of life and enjoy this country to stand up against the terrible things that are going on in their homeland.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm thinking of this, Dan. It might not be a bad idea. It's good for people like that to really add their voice. So we can invite Sunshine Lingeo or whoever to comment on that. And, maybe we can, I don't know how to word it, but maybe we can even set up like a Facebook page for, I don't know how you'd title it, but it would be open to anybody, but it would invite especially Chinese Canadians who are outraged about what's happening with this conflict here and who are supporting Canada. I think we should invite people like that to add their voice and to add statements. And
I'm actually going to ask if anybody's watching and that has Sunshine Lingeo on their friend list. I can't do it right now while I'm on video, but tag her in this video.
And
Sunny,
any other Chinese leaders that you know, any other people within the Jeffrey movement.
Jeffrey from Ottawa. If you guys are watching this video, I'd really like to see your comments on this video. Like Sunny, please put a comment if you see this video. Jeffrey, if you see this video, please put your comment here. I'd like to hear your opinions, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It'd be great, actually. And, and like I said, maybe, who knows, maybe we can do a small little rally in front of the Chinese consulate.
Yeah.
And it would be a great message to the people of China if we could have a lot of Chinese Canadians standing with us and say clearly that, listen, we do not approve of this type of bullying, threatening behavior on the part of your government.
Exactly. And
we're in Canada and we stand for Canadian values and we do not stand for the kind of dictatorship and human rights abuses that they have over there. That's why we're here in this country. Make that voice nice and clear. It'd be a wonderful thing, I think.
To some people it's stupid and it's a moot point, but I'll tell you, I love animals. I'm an animal lover. You see, we have dogs here. Dan has dogs. And the things that they do to dogs over there, it's like this. I got no problem. You want to eat dogs, that's none of my business. But I would like for them to kill them in a humane way and then eat them. I've seen how they mistreat these animals before they eat them. They actually cook them alive and stuff.
They skin them alive. And I was just about to mention that your dog started barking and started running away. And I was thinking, well, maybe it's because of the topic we're discussing. They're probably thinking about that. I was just thinking that.
Yeah, Duke, Braun, and Brindle are my guests tonight because Dan is in. We're actually, don't worry, folks. We're going to show the new swag as soon as we're done our short awareness rant here, me and Ron Banerji.
Yeah, well, I won't keep you for too long. Okay. But yeah, so maybe we can work on this and let's get some statements from our Chinese-Canadian brothers and sisters.
That's right. I'd really like this. Hopefully some Chinese people are viewing this video and would like to comment. Because you know what? We're not always right. There could be some things that we don't know. I could be speaking out of turn. I have in the past. I'm not perfect. But I admit when I'm wrong.
I've pretty much investigated this issue, and this woman, this Huawei, this CFO, what she is there's an arrest warrant for her in the United States for fraud, basically, right? So the U.S. government has requested extradition from Canada, and Canadian, as we do, we have an extradition treaty with our allies, the United States of America, and they detained her as per the law. So we were following the law, and there's an arrest warrant for her. And this company is notorious. This company, this Chinese telecom company, like a lot of Chinese telecom gear, they have a history of embedding spyware within their telecom gear. In fact, all of our allies, including Australia, the United States, New Zealand, have basically banned this company's telecom gear from their core networks because of these concerns about their ties to the government of China, the military over there, and the concern about embedding spyware within their telecom equipment. Canada, under our so-called leader, Justin Trudeau, has not. Our telecom providers actually buy Huawei this gear from this Chinese company. And Trump has made a statement today that he's going to take action about that because it's to the point where our telecom networks and our spy and intelligence networks are enmeshed with those of our allies in the United States, Australia, etc. We cannot allow us to endanger them in this way. It's like Canada under Trudeau is becoming a danger to the United States through various methods and means, including this China business.
We sold to China one of the biggest satellite systems that, and it's a telecommunication satellite system that a lot of actually armies were using. We sold that to China. We sold it to a communist country. Trudeau is over there kissing their butts all the time. He has given carte blanche to China to actually invest in Canada and to actually start opening businesses and industry in Canada. Fact is it won't be long that there's going to be sweatshops right here in Canada. So, why are we kissing the butt? I know they're a big customer and I know there's a lot of people there, but we shouldn't be kissing the butt of communist countries.
Well, here's the thing, though, Dan, and here's something we in the Patriot movement gotta be aware of as well. When I spoke to a few people in the movement, one of the things that they told us is, we do have Chinese people coming out and supporting us in our rallies, and if we raise this issue, maybe they won't come out and they won't support us that much. But I think the answer to that is, in that case, let them not come out, because we want true patriots at our rallies. We don't want people who are out there who are pretending to be patriots and are jumping up and down screaming Canada first, and yet maybe their loyalty might lie elsewhere. We don't want that.
Yeah, that's why I said it was a touchy subject. But I'm in agreement with you is that if they start not coming to our rallies and endorsing what we're trying to change our government to be, they kind of are exposing themselves as not being true patriots. And fact of the matter is that their heart and their allegiance actually lies with China and not Canada. So, I'll say it again. If that's how you feel, you shouldn't live here.
Exactly. I mean, you got to come up
to another country and decided to make it, if I decided to make it my home, if I decided to raise children there and to bring other family members there, I would defend that land.
Well, if you moved to China, for example, and you decided to go tomorrow in front of the Chinese buildings or the consulate or the Canadian consulate and do a protest in favor of Canada and against the Chinese government, what do you think would happen to you, Dan?
You'd be shocked. And I'll tell you, you want to talk about manipulation of news and stuff? They manipulate their news. They keep their people in the dark. It would go down as an accident.
Dan Dubois, he happened to slip and fall, and he hit his head.
Yeah, 20 times.
Yep. No, good conversation, Dan. As always, we're on the same page as we often are, and even if people aren't happening to watch this particular video, people within the community who are on Facebook. Make the effort to send them a message, or either call them if you have their phone number, or send them a message or an email or whatever, and say, we would like you to make a statement on this issue. Get back to me. And because not everybody's watching this particular video. I think you've got like 13. I don't know how many people watching.
Yeah, you know what? That's another thing we were just talking today. You wouldn't believe how many people want to join on the live video, and Facebook won't let them. A guy like Mark Dixon, he'll tell you, he says, I can get on your video and I get kicked out right away. They just, and I had another person yesterday, I forget her name, a new patriot just come on our page and she's, oh great, I'd love to watch a live video so I can get to see who you are and stuff like that. And then after my video was done, she texted me, she goes, well, I sat here and waited for notification or something. She goes, I went on page and didn't see nothing. She goes, I thought you didn't even do the video. So my videos, as far as the live feed goes, are very, very limited. What actually happens is that when my videos are posted, then people share them, and then that's where I get thousands of viewings. And even that, they lie. One guy was telling me, he says, I saw somewhere where your video got 17,000 views, but he says when you look on Facebook here, he says on this site, he says you got I think it was like 2,000 views. So Facebook is playing with those numbers.
Of course, yeah, Facebook and YouTube. But, we're about to solve that problem, actually. One of the things to let you know in probably the next month or so that we're working with some developers, and what we're going to be doing is Rise Canada is, we've got a few commentators on board. We're going to be broadcasting live, which is something we haven't done because we've been setting up a proper studio.
Awesome.
And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be broadcasting simultaneously to Facebook, YouTube, and off our own, a special plug, off our own website, risecanada.com, so that if YouTube or Facebook ever shut us down, you will be able to watch the video live on the website, off our website, risecanada.com. Right, and which will be great, which will be fantastic.
Yeah, and you can notice, I think the highest I hit there is viewers. I check it once in a while. It was like at 24 or 25 viewers. But as soon as I post this video, you'll see as soon as it pops up, there's a couple hundred views already. So
it may not be. I'll tell you one thing. There's an old saying that if you want some quality, pay for it. It may not even be Facebook deliberately messing with you. It could be that this Facebook Live, this is a free service. So when you get a free service, the quality isn't always there, and it could be just tech limitations and bandwidth limitations and things like that. That's why Rise Canada is paying some good money, and we're going to know, John Barassa, it's not a Hindu show. It's going to be a patriot. Yeah, funny guy. It's going to be a patriot show.
John Barassa is a card, man. Hi, honey.
John Barassa,
I see
funny guy.
I see my daughter's watching there. Hi, Tori.
It's gonna be a great show, and the people and a lot of the commentators we're gonna have on are gonna be white. They're not gonna be Hindu, so don't worry, John. You're not just gonna see just a whole bunch of Hindus babbling on there. Relax. Yeah.
John's too funny. Hey, John. I ordered your hoodie today there. I'm hoping to get it by the weekend, so hopefully I can ship Monday. There, you heard it live.
And just for that, John Barassa, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to convert you to Hinduism right now. Right now. Tonight, I'm on my way. Yeah.
Okay, so
all right.
I think we're going to move on to showing our swag, our new swag.
Okay. Have fun with the flag.
All right. Thanks again for joining us, Ron.
Alrighty.
Take care, bro.
Okay.
Ciao. There you go, Dan. Okay, so I'm going to grab my... actually, no, I'm not going to grab my phone. I'm going to turn it around on the stand here. There's Dan.
Cheers, Patriots.
See, Dan's got a nice new beanie.
Roger bought this for me.
Yeah. So... Okay, we're going to aim that over there. Don't mind the mess in my kitchen. Us single guys are messy. It is what it is. So, okay. All right. Okay, watch it. Okay, first of all, we have bumper stickers. We have bumper stickers. These guys. These bumper stickers. See? Got a bunch of them. $5. $5 each for a Canadian Combat Coalition bumper sticker. We have new beanies. $10. We make no money on the swag, people. $10. That's tax and everything. $10 for a really nice beanie. Check that out. Cool as hell. We've got new C3 hats. No more white stripe around the edge. Our old ones did. Some liked it, some didn't. We're trying to make it look just more professional, straighter. Some said, I don't know. I can still get the white brims. So if you really want a hat with a white brim here, I can get you one. This hat is called unstructured front. See the front is unstructured. These hats, actually, don't mind my messy hair. But these hats fit actually really nice, okay? It's the same hat as the one that had the white brim, but it's and it's got the floppy front. $10. $10 for that hat. We also have a structured front hat. These hats, hey, Roger, Rowan, if you're watching, this hat will fit you. If you got a really big head, this is the hat you want. This, it's got a lot of adjustment on the back. They're actually a large hat, I think. I don't know. I picked one of my, I took my work hat, and from the company I work for, well, I'm self-employed, but I have a contract with a company. And these are the identical hats because I liked the way that one fits. So this has got the structured front, $10. Where can you buy a hat embroidered for $10? Tax included. Tell me. So the beanies, you know, they're tough workwear. So they're good quality, man. You should see the inside. They're actually really nice lining in them. Beautiful little beanies. We also have see, it says C3. It's a short sleeve t-shirt. It's got the full logo in the back, but it says support. That's for those of you that don't want to have member written on their back. It says support. These are $29.99, so $30. Basically, the reason why, there's print on the front, double print on the back. They tell me there's lots of handling to making these shirts. So they're expensive. What can I tell you? I wish they were all cheap like the hats, because we're actually getting a real good deal on the hats. But yeah, these t-shirts, $30 for a support short sleeve t-shirt. Let me adjust this there. I got it bent down there. All right. Look at the color of the walls in this place. Okay, I just moved in this house. I've owned it for a while, but I was renting it out. I just moved in, and I'll tell you, man, I bought it with these colors, and I can't wait to paint that gaudy green. My goodness, I'm almost ashamed to show you the house with the colors. Now, this is a real member shirt. See? It says member in the front. All member shirts are long sleeve. It's a uniform. It is what it is. They come with long sleeve, period. And because they have a long sleeve, they've got the Phoenician Alpha Leader insignia on the arm. And on the back, full logo with member. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. She forgot to put member on the bottom. This is a shirt I just took out. Look. Okay, that's got to go back. Okay. We also have, for the women, these are cute. See, it says C3, red. And these are also support shirts. Okay, they're tank tops for women, support shirts. These, $15. $15 for a C3 support. I guess you call that a tank top. I don't know. I think so. Okay, so we got these two. Really nice for summer. Oh, that's another one. Oh yeah, just watch different sizes. They come small, medium, large is what I have in stock, but we can get any size. Okay, really nice. $15. And Dan, keep them occupied. I'm gonna go get a shirt with them. Oh, actually, before I do that, before I do that, I'm
all talked out.
Did you see our new hoodies? Check that out. The member one will say member here. These are, it's got the Phoenician Alpha Leader insignia on the arm. And you got the pocket in the front there. Hoodie, the hoodie deal, you know. And on the back, full logo with member. So I'm going to go get a regular membership. These are $50 plus tax. It's actually $56.50. We'll say $57. Okay, these guys, these hoodies are $57. And you know what? I'll tell you. You see the nice material, how nice and soft they are inside. They're very good quality stuff. So hang on. There you go, Dan. That's Dan Unruh, our president, Ontario.
How you doing, Patriots? That's all you're getting. Hurry up, Dubois. What a bastard.
I'm not coming back.
Well, I'm not talking. I'm not the... Well, I am very patriotic, but I'm not the... I've been down on the news with...
You're not the mouthpiece, eh? I'm the mouthpiece. There you go. There's a members t-shirt. Full long sleeve again. All members shirts, full member shirts or long sleeve. It's the uniform, it is what it is. And on the back says member. So, geez, it's funny that that's the second time she does that. She forgets to put member on the bottom of the shirt. Okay, so basically we have decals, $5. We've got tank tops, $15. We've got beanies and 2 styles of hats. They're $10. I'm gonna put my beanie back on. I really like it. I like my little beanie. Covers my beanie. You know? So there you go. Actually in Alberta, when they got some beanies made too, they're a little bit different. They got the flip up and I don't know. I kind of like this style. So, you know, available across Canada. You're watching. You want to order any of this stuff? You private message me. You e-transfer me the funds. And it's whatever I quoted the prices plus shipping. So again, $5 for decals, $10 for a toque or either style of hat. The what they call soft front and the front that is harder. Those are $10. Our t-shirts, the C3 t-shirts are $30. The tank tops are $15. The support t-shirts are also $30. And the decals are $5. So that's all we have for now is hoodies and beanies and 2 styles of hats and decals and support t-shirts and support tank tops. So, you know, as we grow and things, we're going to probably make more swag. I wouldn't mind getting, you know, C3 cups and stuff like that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd like a C3 cup there when I have my coffee in the morning. You know, maybe we could do like Ryan did there. Just put a sticker. You know? Ryan just grabbed one of our stickers, put it on the front of it.
I think we got more class than that.
Yeah, I think it was one of his dunce hats. I think Ryan had one of his dunce hats sitting in the corner. He grabbed it, he put a C3 sticker on it, and he said, C3, Dan Dubois and all those guys, they don't exist anymore. I'm taking over. And it didn't go too good because first he slandered us, then he tried to promote C3 because he was going to take over. And then he went back to slandering us because taking over didn't go too well. So it's pretty hilarious. Anyways, I think I've bored you enough. I hope you enjoyed seeing our swag. I hope you buy some. We're not making any money on this. If anything, it costs me fuel every time I go pick up an order in town. It's a 50-kilometer return trip. But that's not what it's about. I have no problem spending fuel to go get swag to sell because, if anything, someday I'd like to be able to walk around and see a bunch of C3 swag on people. You know, true patriots. I mean, you want people to know that you're patriotic and that you support a group. There you go. This is the way to do it. So you got anything to say, Dan, before I sign off there?
No, I'm all talked out.
Yeah, he just talks way too much, that guy. So, you know what? I just want to show you guys. Oh, man. I touched the wrong button. I just want to show you. Duke. Say hi, Duke. Okay. This is Brindle. Say hi, Brindle. That's Brindle.
That's broad.
Or that's Braun? Oh, okay, yeah, this is Braun. This is Braun, okay, he's the boy. That's Duke. That's my dog. Duke is a Labradoodle. Braun is a brindle boxer. And there's Brindle. Hi, Brindle. You want to say hi to the Patriots? Hey? Look at those. Look at that. Tell me that's not a beautiful picture, those guys. Hey? I tell you. I don't know how anybody can eat those guys, but sentient being, you know, eating a sentient being, I just don't get it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So, I hope you enjoyed our little C3 video. I might be back, I don't know, as soon as the weekend or so, I'm not sure. I'm going to try to get back on the video thing. I just had a bunch of family issues and a bunch of personal issues, and I just haven't been doing my job. But anyways, I'm back, and you'll be seeing more of me and others. And hey, Yellow Vest protest this weekend across Canada. If you live in Sudbury, we will be at the Civic Square at 2 o'clock. Meet us there. Have a great day, Patriots.